Hello my lovelies, hope you're okay. Welcome back here to Busy Bee Budgets, where we are on a journey to be more conscious and more effective and efficient with kind of all of our money things. And this is my sinking funds video for February. This is like the annual, the 1 year anniversary of my cash stuffing journey, which is very exciting. But I was quite late to the game with sinking funds, so I've only really started doing these properly probably in the back half of last year, and certainly since Christmas I've kind of had a real focus on them. So I thought what I'd do before I stuff, I've got 450 to stuff today into my sinking funds, but before we did that I thought I would count up how much I've got in all of the envelopes. So what I want to do is I counted up how much I had at the beginning of January, which was £4,705, and then I have stuffed 1,617 into these funds to give me an end of January figure of 6,322. And then what I think I'm going to do at the end of every month is count it up and see how much I've stuffed. So I'll do a main stuff, which is what today is, which is based on my February budget. But then obviously throughout the month I stuff additional cash as I have it, either like other income I've earned or whatever else. So that is all good. So that is what we will be stuffing today, is the 450. But amazing to see that I stuffed 1,617. I've stuffed actually more than that, but I've spent out some of these categories like experiences, and it's gone from 1,000 down to 200 because I've booked a holiday, and some of these other gifts I've spent 100. What else? Rainy day, I put 2,300 into my rainy day fund, which is just amazing. And then all of the rest I think have gone up in so growth as well. I spent £250 from reduced, so it's probably actually closer to £2,500 probably that I've stuffed. So there we go. Right, sorry, that was a bit of a ramble. So if we go to February then, and I have two sinking funds binders. This one, which I call my adulting binder, which is where all the kind of big stuff kind of goes. And then this is my treats one. So this is a kind of more fun one, if you like. This is where I stuff extra. So if we start with the grown-up ones. So I've still got 1,000 in emergency fund. I'm just going to pull out some of my additional placeholders. And I've also made some other placeholders based on some old Christmas cards or postcards I had. Just because I don't know about you, but I was just getting drawn into buying more and more stuff for budgeting, which kind of seemed a bit counterproductive. So I'm just going to pop those to one side. I'll come back to that binder. So emergency still got £1,000, and I'm going to leave that as an emergency fund. But you'll see elsewhere I'm also saving up for a rainy day fund. So I'm aiming to have 5,000 in a rainy day fund, and that's going really well. Health has still got 250. But I'm going to the opticians tomorrow, so I may well spend out of that if I need to buy some new glasses, which I think I probably do. But that's kind of where it is at the moment. Gifts is down to 400, but I'm going to leave it as that. I started the year at 500. I've spent £100 on a wedding present, but 400 is still plenty, and I haven't really kind of got many big birthdays this month, or any, I think, at all. So that will stay there. Car has got 1,210 in it. I've paid for my MOT, which will happen in March, and touch wood, I haven't needed to have anything else done at the moment, but that is just there in case of new tyres, like something happens, a part on the car goes, and that's kind of there. But my goal is 1,250. I'm only £40 short, so I'm not going to stuff that today. Experiences, I am going to stuff when I get to it, and that's reduced from 1,000 down to 200 because, as I say, I booked a holiday, and home's got 100 in it. And that will get stuffed when we move house, hopefully. And then month ahead has got 2,300 at the moment. So what I've done is we're trying to move house at the moment. So I've started to put money aside, the difference between what we pay now for our bills and what we will pay in the new house, and the extra money, which last month was 2,300, is going to month ahead. So I'm hoping by the time that we move, actually we'll have like 5,000 in there, which will be a month ahead / rainy day fund / just a over and above our emergency fund, just there for like the boiler breaks, you know, something goes, we're moving to an old house, there'll always be things that need happening. So that's going to be like my rainy day fund if I need to raid it. And then financial goals, we will start to stuff in April once I have my new budget, because although I redid my budget at the beginning of the year, with the 1st of April, I'm going back to full time, so that's going to affect my income, and obviously, hopefully, we're moving house, so that will also have an impact. So before I stuff any money, let's count it. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83 in 200s. And then we should have 150 in 10s. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. That's 450. So in this binder, experiences, is getting 150. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, oh, done that one, haven't I? 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, and then 10 makes 150. And then I think that's it out of this binder. It is. The other thing is I have transferred £2,000 online. Have I got another 2,000? No. So what I'm going to do is write on one of these. I'm going to take that 2,000 out, and then I'm going to write 4,000 on here. So these are just postcards that I got from like something that I bought and some magazines and stuff, and I've just kind of cut them down. So that's going in as a placeholder. So I've got 4,000 and then the 300 in there. And then what I'm aiming to do with this account is to leave £100 as a buffer. And at the end of the month, I'll clear out anything else that's left in there. So I'm hoping that by the end of this month, we'll get to 4,500, and then anything else can just get topped up next month to take us to the 5,000. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Right, so I'm just going to cross off experiences. And then fun binder. So this is, as I say, kind of all the treaty stuff, all the nicer stuff. So the first one that is getting stuffed is Christmas. So I put £50 in I always forget a pen for this one. Let me just grab one. I put in £50 a month towards Christmas, and I started that in December, so that by next Christmas I will have £600. So I should have 100 in here. So 20, 40, 60, 81, and then I'm going to put another 50 in, so 20, 40 and 50, so that's 150 saved for Christmas. And then I'm going to cross off this is from Budget with Shah, and it's just one of those lovely little trackers, and wafty, if you know you know, and that's that. So I've got 150 saved towards Christmas already, so that's going in there. Treats, I'm doing this, I think this is also from Budget with Shah, maybe not, if not I will link it down below. So I'm going to do weeks 9, 10, 11 and 12 this month, because February's a 4-week month for me. And then I'll just have one more to do for the end of March. So 15, 20, 35. So I'm going to stuff 45 into treats. But I've budgeted 70, so I've obviously decided that I'm just going to finish it. So let's do that. Let's put 70 in and finish this off already. So that would be nice. So what did I say? 70. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 130, 135. And then if we add in 70, so 20, 40, 60, 70. So that should now be 205. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 200, 205. So that is 205, and that is my winter selection saved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the treats envelope in here, but I'm going to put the spring tracker in here. So I don't actually start this till the 20th of March. So this will now go into the March budget. I'm going to pop that in there. And then what I'm going to do with the treats money is pop it in my day-to-day binder. I'm going to put it in this self-care envelope, or I could put it in spends. Put it in spends. So the idea of this money was that for every season I would just save up a bank of money for nice things for that kind of season. So that might be some new clothes, some like nice new spring clothes. It might be Easter egg hunts or anything. The idea was like those seasonal things that you want to do, pumpkin patches, Christmas fairs, hot chocolates, to have some extra money each quarter, I guess, each season for that. So that is at 205 now. So that is for spring. I have ordered some clothes online, so I think I'm going to use part of it for that, depending on how much I keep. But that's in there. Right, so I'll pop that in there. And then I'll go back to this binder. So what I'm going to do is I'll clean that off and reuse that next winter. And then I'll also put the summer and the autumn ones back in there as well. Right, so we've done Christmas and we've done treats. And then clothes is getting 30. So I think I've got 62 in here at the moment. And then I'm using this tracker from Budget with Zoe. So we've currently got 20, 40, 50, 60, and then we're going to stuff 30. If I do that all in 10, so 10, 20, 30. So 30, I think if I do 5, 10, 15, 20, 24, 28, 22, 30 even. And then that should leave me with 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's 92 now into clothes. When I finish this off, this will be £200. So I think a mixture of this and the spends, treats money I've just identified will pay for those clothes I've ordered online. I've ordered a bit more than that, but I figure I probably won't keep everything. And for those of you who've been following me for a while will know that I've been on a clothing diet. So I've not bought any clothes for a whole year. So this was my first kind of foray into buying some new clothes, and I made some really conscious decisions about things that I thought I could wear in lots of different ways, brands that were kind of ethical, and yeah, kind of really filling the gaps that I felt like were in my wardrobe. So that's all that. So that is clothes stuffed. Appliances is going to get 50. So we've currently got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, and then we're going to add another 50. So let's do 20, 40, 50. And this is for things such as your kettle, your toaster, right up to, you know, you need a new washing machine. So I've been doing this tracker from the Aesthetic Budget. And the idea is that basically I'll get to £1,000 and then that will cover like if everything breaks at once, I think. So if I'm going to, I've stuffed 50, so I'm going to scroll off the 30 and the 20. So that is that. And then I am moving on to, so this is for car insurance. I've got, as you've seen, I've got a separate sinking fund for car maintenance. And car insurance is going to get 50. So we've currently got 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. And then I'm going to add 20, 30, 40, 50. So we've now got 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. So my car insurance I think was about £300 last year. So we're kind of already there, well, halfway there, which is just amazing because it doesn't need to be done till August. Although I am thinking about changing my car, so we will see. So if I cross off a 20, a 20, and then 2 5s, that's nice. That kind of almost feels like that road, doesn't it? So this again is with the Aesthetic Budget to save £700, so that will more than cover my car insurance, and then once I pay it, obviously anything extra can go back into car maintenance. But as I say, I might change my car this year, so it might be that my new insurance is a bit more than the insurance I've got at the moment, so just gives me a bit of a buffer for that. So that's car insurance. Next up is garden. Oh, growth is not going to get anything. So my growth category is for stuff to make me, I was going to say a better person, but that sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? But for like courses or things I want to do, retreats, whatever. So that's not going to get anything this month. Garden is going to get 50. I haven't got a tracker for garden. So if any of you have got shops, Etsy shops where you've got a tracker for garden, I'd love to see it because yeah, that'd be really helpful. And so I should have £50 left now. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that is going to go in here. So we've now got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So we've now got 140 in garden. When we move to the new house, it's going to have a proper garden, and I'm hoping to have a veggie patch So that money is kind of going away for that. And then phone is getting nothing. I'm quite a long way off for having to replace my phone, so that's not a priority at the moment. So that is £450 plus the 2,000 rainy day, so I guess 2,450 into there. So that is all my sinking funds. And then what I'll do throughout the rest of the month is, if I have extra money left over for my weekly spends, I tend to stuff this treats folder, because now that this the grown-up adult one is sorted, I kind of won't have to stuff this for the rest of the month. But obviously I will dip into it for health and other things that pop up this month. But that's that. Right, that is my sinking funds video for February. Thank you so much for watching. And I know I keep saying it, but like, I was really late to the party on sinking funds. I couldn't really get my head around them, and I think I was trying to like just get my head around the rest of the budgeting journey. But I just say, if you're someone who's thinking about doing it, like, these are the biggest game changer, I think, for me. To have some money put aside for some extra bits like the treats column and experiences, but also, so now when something comes up and someone wants to do something, say for their birthday, I've kind of got the money there, and you don't have to worry about taking it out of your other budgets. But also, like, I just feel like all the kind of headachy stuff is covered. Like, we've got that rainy day fund, we've got the emergency fund, so if something horrible happens, it doesn't have to affect our kind of day-to-day budget, if that makes sense. Cool. All right, well, thank you for listening to me waffle, and my next video is going to be my week 1 of February cash stuff, as my budget starts on the 10th this month. So hopefully I'll see you then. Hope you stay safe, hope you have a good week, and I'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.